Good afternoon, Flosstube. My name is Mandy. Welcome to my channel all about cross stitch. Today is Thursday, June 15th. It's been a couple weeks since my last video. I hope everyone is doing well and has had a good couple of weeks. It's been beautiful weather here in Michigan. I am absolutely loving it. It's quite gloomy today. We did get some rain earlier, but the temps have been absolutely perfect in my opinion. Very little humidity and like mid 70s most days. I think there's been a couple of days where it actually didn't even, get much more than 60. I'm loving it. It's been great. I've had the patio door open just about every day, even on the cooler days where just having a little bit of that fresh breeze coming in has felt tremendous. So yeah, I'm quite happy with weather at the moment here in Michigan because I know we're probably gonna have just a hot and humid summer. So, great to be able to enjoy the temps while we can. I don't know what I was gonna say. Completely left my brain. I hope everyone, like I said, hope everyone's had a good couple of weeks. I did participate in one pinball tournament. Managed to finish dead last, so that's always great. Not sure how that keeps happening, I guess. I'm not the best player around, absolutely not, and I recognize that. There was just a lot of games that I just did not play anywhere near as what I would have wanted to, but still had fun. There's some really great people involved. I've said it before, great people, great friends, and yeah, so that was fun. What I did do last weekend though was big. I do want to give a big thank you and shout out to Laura at Stitching by the Shore. She hosted a whole handful of Zoom meetings for us last weekend. It was during StitchCon Weekend A. And because many people, can't travel and such, she thought it'd be great to be able to have some virtual chit-chats and stitching meetups. I know she kind of themed out each session in terms of projects that she wanted to work on. I can't say that I followed them all, but it was just so great to meet her. We watch each other's videos, we've chatted on Instagram, exchanged mail, things in the mail, and just I feel like I've known her for a while, so to be able to get that chance to actually interact with her through a virtual meetup was so great. So Laura, thank you so much for hosting those. Had a great time chatting and hanging out with you, and I look forward to being able to do that again. So yeah, so I just have a few projects to show. I've actually been trying to focus on a couple of pieces, and so I haven't been doing a whole lot of mixing up and whatnot. I do have a new start to share. I've got some happy mail to share, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and get right into it. There was my new start that I started. New start that I'm going to share. I heard about it from Michelle Garrett, our lovely Bendy Stitchy. She shared the information that another stitcher had created a group chat about the one person that I think kind of helped initiate this whole thing. I'm looking at notes over here. I wrote down her channel name, but completely forgot what her name is. I went back and started watching from the start because she's only got, I don't know, 12 or 13 videos now. I apologize, I do not remember the stitcher's name. Her channel name is Cats and Horror and Stitching. So very fond of the Halloween and horror movies and all of that. She's a big lover of cats and stitching. And so she has started a it's a hashtag on Instagram, so there's been a number of people who have decided to jump on it. Basically, the creator behind Night Spirit Studio is going through some health treatments, issues, surgery, whatnot. She Sage has posted about it on her own Instagram at Night Spirit Studio, I believe. So in kind of support of Sage's hospital stay, give her some, that reassurance that we're here for. Somebody, I believe it was the gal that at Cats and Horror and Stitching and some others, started doing Stitch for Sage. So I guess there was a woodcut series of Night Spirit Studios that they're doing. I wasn't necessarily wanting to start any of those. None of those were calling to me at the moment, but I did hop onto the Etsy shop, and I did end up getting 2 patterns, one of which I started is Gothic. Is it Gothic or Goth? Gothic Luna Moth. And it looks like this. It is only 3 colors, a black and 2 versions of grays. And it's not all that big. So like, I think it was 113 stitches by 113. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and show the next one that I purchased just because of digital patterns. This is Gothic Giant Silk Moth. I didn't feel like pulling all of the different DMCs that I'll need for this, but so I started the Gothic one. But yeah, that is so cool though. Very cool. So, but I am definitely excited about starting to work on the Luna Moth. And here's my whopping start. So just the very top, a little bit of a chain, I guess, from the top of the chart. This is stitched on a piece of 18 count Bestitch Me in Granite. Granite? Graphite? I think granite. I didn't want to just do it on a straight white piece of material, and I like this one. So that's my big start there. Looking forward to getting back to that. Another piece that I've really been trying to focus on, I do have a deadline on this that I'm trying to get it done. I'm getting there though. I definitely have made quite a lot of progress on this since the last time I saw it. This is part of the First Most Magnificent Ink Circles Round Robin, hosted by Michelle. The piece of this is owned by Michelle Main Moose Mom Stitcher, something to that effect. So another Michelle in the group. And this is After the Roses. This is a very pretty piece, and I cannot wait to see it done. I'm excited to be able to have my contribution towards it. And I am stitching the upper left of the mandala. And so this is like my portion over here. And so I don't have a whole lot more to go. I'm not going to take it off the Q-snap at the moment, but so a little bit more. I'm bad at measuring as far as saying I'm halfway done or 2/3 done, or, you know, but so I'm not quite to the edge yet. I don't know how far exactly it's going to go, but this is stitched on a piece of 14 count Ada from Fox and Rabbit in the color Ballet Slippers. I am part of hashtag Team Ada. Or is it 14? I don't know, something like that. But beautiful pattern. I've really been enjoying working on this. I feel like it's been a little slower moving for me just because there's been a lot of color changes. While I love color changes in terms of confetti on my, you know, full coverage stitching and all of that, this one's going a little slower for me, but we're getting there and it's looking very pretty. So the other members have shipped theirs out already. They are definitely faster stitchers on their pieces than I have been on mine. So they've been a little bit ahead, but I've got till the end of the month, so we're on track and definitely hope to get more done on this soon. That'll most likely be my stitching tonight. Alrighty, my next piece. I know somebody who's going to be extremely excited to see this being pulled out again, because it has been a while since it's seen some daylight. The colors are gorgeous. It's just I've been working on other pieces and this one finally called to me and I finally decided to put some stitches into it. We are stitching on none other than Mini Dark Goddess. Artwork is by the late Carol Cavallaris, charted by Heaven and Earth. As far as I know, that even though Carol has passed, the family has, or estate or whatever, has allowed the charts to still sell. So as far as I know, this should still be available. beautiful. I say it probably every time that I share this picture, but I cannot wait to get down into some of these colors down here. It's gonna be beautiful. It's not looking like a whole lot at the moment when I hold up my Q-snap. At least when I'm stitching on it, it doesn't look like a whole lot. We'll see if I make sure I hold it up in the right direction. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not really looking like a lot more than just, you know, a bunch of purple blobs and such. But of course, I know the colors are going to be absolutely stunning, especially when it's off of the Q-snap and everything. But yeah, I know I've gotten more than 1,000 stitches done on this piece just in the past, I don't know, past week or so, maybe a little more than a week. And so just plugging away. Really, I think I've just picked out, oh, you can definitely see kind of the definition of some petals and such there. So I love this piece. It's going to be amazing when it's done. I just, you know, of course, like any of other projects, I got to work on it. So definitely enjoying working on it. Feels great to get some stitches put in this. And shout out, I hope you appreciate seeing the update if you are, you know, if you're watching. So that is it. That's really all of the actual stitching that I have to share. I did put in a little more work. Well, you know what? We are gonna go ahead and show it. I didn't think that I put in a whole lot of work on it, but I do feel like I got quite a bit of progress on it. So this is a model that is yet to be released by Michelle at Bendy Stitches. This is a reproduction sampler that she has purchased and working on getting it stitched up. It's being stitched in sulky using, the fabric is 16 count baked clay from Fox and Rabbit. It's been such a gem to stitch on. I know really the area that I've focused on has been this black and a couple of greens right over in this area right here. So I feel like I don't have a whole lot left to go. This is like the ground, the bottom of the actual stitches. There's going to be some more of these specialty stitches. I don't know what those are called. Long stitches? I don't know. And then the in memory of death date, I guess, if you will. And then up at the top, the rest of it. So can't wait to get this one done. I really got to focus first, I think, on getting my After the Roses done. And then this is definitely a focus as well. I am definitely behind on this, but last I knew, Michelle was cool with it. So, but I promise I am definitely getting it worked on. Alrighty, a couple more digital things. I do have a little bit of haul to share besides the, so I showed the 2 Night Spirit Studio pieces. Last, I don't know, it was one day this past week. I don't remember what night it was. I had been watching Jackie at Mama Jack? Mama Jack Makes. I'll link her down below. I know I gave her a shout out last week or two, or last video or two. My friend Jackie was doing her whip parade and she mentioned stitching on a piece that I don't remember what it was now, but it was basically, or it was based off of the book series, A Court of Thorn and Roses. My ears perked up right away. I went right to Etsy. There's all kinds of patterns for that book series. Probably will end up having to get at some point. When I searched by, or in my search, this one came up. I don't think it really has anything specifically to do with ACOTAR, but it's beautiful and I got it. It is Magic Book. You know how the Etsy titles have all kinds of different sayings in it, but Magic Book, basically. Do this so I can not drop. One of these days, I'm going to figure out getting back to editing so I can put pictures in, if I can figure out having enough space on the iPad or something. But here we go. Full coverage stitching. Obviously not quite, you know, it's not perfectly edged like, you know, a Hade is or whatever, but I don't, as far as I know, that white isn't all stitched, but everything else inside the circle is full coverage. But it's so pretty. The funniest thing about this entire project, the shop name is called Tiny Cross Stitches. Yep, they're called Tiny Cross Stitches. The details of this particular pattern, if I can find it, 347 stitches by 359 stitches. This is bigger than any of the current mini Hades that I have on the go at the moment. But man, is that beautiful. So I find it funny that the shop name is Tiny Cross Stitches when this is anything but tiny, but it is a beautiful piece, and I still plan on actually starting it sometime in the near-ish future. I don't have any set plans. I don't have the material for it. It's gonna have to be ordered. I don't have any of the flosses. They're gonna have to be purchased, but I can definitely see myself getting started on that very soon. While at the shop, because, you know, one chart can't travel in an email alone, right? If you know me, if you know my cat, I'm wearing a black cat t-shirt at the moment, if you can see. This one is just labeled as black cat. And if you know my cat, you'll understand why I had to have this one. I love it. The colors are amazing. It's just, that one's gonna be a fun one. Again, this one is not tiny, even though the shop is labeled tiny. 340 by 364. So on 16 count, that'll be 21 by 22 inches. Yeah, so it is absolutely nothing new for me to stitch something this large, and even larger yet. I've got a Hade on my wall that was, I think, 400 by 525. Full coverage is honestly where my heart lies. It's what I do. What can I say? Alrighty, moving on. Happy Mail, because I got some really great stuff. I did go ahead and receive my next most magnificent ink circles round robin piece. I will not be starting this until after the roses is in the mail and on its way to the next person. But this one is Wings and Things. Again, ink circles. Another Halloween piece I adore. Full coverage, Halloween stitching, black cats. Those are my things. But yet, like, I love the Halloween stitches and such, but yet I also love the bright colors and such too. So I'm a conundrum. So this piece is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to stitch on it. We're gonna go ahead and show. So this piece is owned by Megan. Megan can be found as one of the long distance stitchers. I will make sure to link them below. Megan and her friend Megan, two Canadian stitchers that it seems like they live quite a distance apart from each other, hence the name Long Dog Stitches. Megan currently has my piece, and so I have hers to stitch on, and oh my gosh, look at that. That fabric is definitely that orange. So that is so cool. I do not know the fabric and such. I didn't go through all of the notes, so I will be sure to share what fabric this is when I get to actually stitching on it. The really cool thing about it is that white is a mix of Etoile, the sparkly stuff, and glow in the dark. That is so cool. I immediately unwrapped it, held it underneath my hot light for a minute, ran to my bathroom where it's completely dark so that I could see it glowing. So that quickly, it wasn't much, but Megan, I think this is going to be absolutely amazing when it is framed and on your wall, or however else you're going to end up finishing it. And I am so excited to stitch on it. I want to say that it was Megan. Somebody in the group came up with an idea of signing our pieces, our sections, because we're each stitching a quarter of each other's mandalas. So a way to like sign our portions is we're picking a part in each of our patterns for the person to stitch, maybe so using maybe their favorite color floss, however they want to choose what floss. So I believe the first person, let's see, who did I receive this one from? Michelle, me and Moo's mom. She chose this really cool blue to stitch in the little bones. I think anyways, that was the first, I don't know. Maybe Megan didn't actually stitch in hers, but. So this is gonna be really fun to work on. Megan, I can't wait to work on it. That material is so fun. I don't think I said, but the like purplish, it's a variegated purple to blue. I believe Rolanda, hand-dyed by Rolanda. I will share that information when I get to stitching on this and actually show everything for you. Alrighty. I have the most generous stitching friends. You guys are amazing. I received this beautiful card. Love this. And I had a very, very sweet friend. After one of the last videos that I had shared some happy mail that I received, that confirmed which of the last last pattern that I needed in a series was, and she had it in her stash and decided she wasn't going to stitch it, wanted to send it to a good home. So now I have the complete series, and we now have the bear. You're in the woods. So now I have the complete series. I already have the fabric because I ordered Bestitch Me fabric pack for the seasonal, so I just got to get some floss. I got to get to stitching on this. If I can ever put anything away that's not full coverage, or all of my full coverage stitching, and pick this one up. So thank you. Oh, one other thing I meant to show. You'll recognize the channel name. Carolyn, thank you so much. Look at this adorable sticker. She had stickers made for her channel. So it says, always remember you are so loved, which she ends her Caesar Stitch, ends her sign-offs when she's ending her videos with that. So this is so cool. This is definitely going to go on one of my floss boxes. I don't know exactly which one yet, but my floss boxes, I put all kinds of stickers on them. Those are some Marie Force book stickers. So I don't know what box I'm going to put that on, but thank you, Carolyn. I will definitely be adoring one of my floss boxes. And this is such a great idea. I love that you had those made. So thank you for thinking of me and sending me that that pattern. Me and Stitches greatly appreciate your friendship. She had the cutest little message inside the card, and I love it. So thank you so much. And the last little bit to share, this is going to be a pretty quick video today, I think. Another friend, Jean, reached out to me that she had some duplicate patterns from her Stitch North weekend and offered to send me a couple, and so she did. So she included a couple awesome little goodies with it. So I don't think this was from anything Stitch North related, but this beautiful, another sticker, beautiful bird that is definitely going to have to adorn a floss box or something amazing. And then there was this really cool postcard, Pleasure Point Surf Shop. Not sure where that's from or what it's from, but I have talked about doing post-crossing, so maybe that might end up as one of my post-crossings that I send out. I don't know yet. And the pattern she sent is a bird and flowers. What's this? Stitch Toolbox. So this was in one of the goodie bags for Stitch North. So beautiful little bird and some flowers. And then another duplicate pattern. Jean said that she was just throwing this in, that she had a duplicate. I really don't remember seeing one way or the other if this was in the Stitch North stuff or if it was just a matter of she had it, wasn't going to stitch it, and wanted to share it with me. So it's Festive Little Fobs Seaside Edition. Laura, this is for you. Heartstring samplers. No, what is that? I was right the first time. Heartstring sampler. Laura, I can see you stitching the little crabby. Something of that nature. That would make an adorable little ATC for you, wouldn't it? So, thank you so much to Jean for sharing those. And I think that's really about it. I always say plans, I'm going to stitch on what calls to me. I do absolutely need to be working on my After the Roses and my model and whatever else comes to me. The last time I filmed, I was working on Mini Which Way. I did put a few more stitches in that. Really not enough worth sharing. A little more pinks. I'm still in that background of that piece, so really not a whole lot left there to share. Or not really much to actually share for that. One other shout out that I'd like to give, it's possible that you guys are already watching. I pulled up YouTube the other day on my phone. I was going to look for something, and you know how when you first open up YouTube, there's like suggested videos. It's probable that you've already seen this because this is the first video that was suggested was this person's first video. It's already gotten, I don't know, 14,000 views. They've got 2,000 subscribers or something. I haven't heard of her, haven't heard anybody else talk about her, but obviously people are watching and she's great. I'm in the middle of watching her, I don't know, 2-hour-long whip parade. Absolutely adoring her. She's got 2 adorable cats. I forget now the names. Milo was the black cat, and I forget the tuxedo cat's name. Oh my gosh, they're so cute though. Anyways, channel name Lindsay at Cat Fur and Cross Stitch. Go check her out. Give her some love. Give her, watch her videos. She's got a whip parade out and I think one other video, and I'm loving her already. I'm halfway through her video and I can't wait to watch more. So, welcome to Flosstube, Lindsay. So, looking around, I feel like that's about all I have to share. No Stitches sightings today. She just ate dinner, and the last time, I don't know, the other day I fed her, and then all of a sudden she got the zoomies and was just running around here like a mad girl. Today she is sitting at the top of her perch. She's got a great cat tower, that's the word, and she's just lounging away up there. So no Stitches sightings today. But yeah, I appreciate you all. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for pressing play and checking me out. Returning viewers, I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for sticking around, giving me all the support and love that you do. I don't think I have a whole lot left to share. We're just getting kind of rambly now. I don't have anything too thrilling or exciting coming up in the next couple of weeks, you know, outside of stitching. So we're just going to keep on stitching away. So I hope everyone is doing well. Get stitching, keep stitching, stitch on what brings you joy. We'll see you again next time. Take care, folks.